think it's probably already live. It's just takes a second for everything to get up to speed. We are using Streamlabs instead of StreamYard, so it's a slightly different system. We're still getting used to how it works. But now it says we're live. Hopefully some people's notification bells go off, although mine has been acting very funny. I feel like a lot of shows I know are live and it won't tell me. And then I don't know if somebody's on or not on, and
really?
It's a little complicated. Yeah, it's been acting a little funny. Backseat Driver, yep. I was in his stream this morning. He showed some killer books. Let's see if my dad makes it in here. He said he was waiting this morning for us. So hopefully my dad gets in here all right. Hello to No Good Comics. Love the Instagram, man. No Good Comics has an amazing Instagram. Awesome guy. And Rob Boswell, champion of auctions all through YouTube. Thank you for coming by. How you doing? What's wrong?
Tired.
You're tired? So, we're still living the trapped at home life. I'm sure most of you are living. Scott Evans, good morning. You getting bored of being at home yet? It's pretty early, I guess. You're getting tons of screen time.
You are too.
I am getting a lot of screen time. More than I probably need. Yeah, I got a little green going here. A little green lantern there. A little green lantern there. A little green lantern there. Got lots of green lanterns. It's like a little belated St. Patrick's Day, maybe something. And hello to JRK and Chris Sherrick. Good morning.
Pop.
I interrupted the first chapter of Harry Potter to join this morning. Pop Pop's catching up on the Harry Potter reads. That's good. And good morning to Comics on the Mind. Kirk, good morning. We are relaxing without Charlie. This is 2 weeks in a row. She's just been laying in bed, sleeping it off. She just does not wake up early right now. Struggling to get on the schedule a little bit. And the Swolger, yes, I got my Swolger shirt from Reggie. I bought a Reggie shirt and some of his retractable blades. I got some of those. So this is my swag. I'm wearing my the swag I bought.
But is this supposed to be an L? Or what is it supposed to
It's supposed to be an eye, but it's a sword, which is cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Yep. The comic book Swolger. So, yeah, we're here just hanging out, sharing some comics. Boyhood7, good morning. I know my buddy JD is watching. Good to see you, JD, even though you're in the ether somewhere. I've been on the Hunt show the last 3 episodes, and I feel like I don't see JD that I played with last night. Good morning, James Gallegos. Crack that whip, John. Revelry. Hello, Grandmaster, as well. My dad used to have this soundtrack. He had all these CDs that played sound effects, and one of them was called Machines of War, and it was just like jets flying and tanks firing guns and people fighting, like fist fighting noises and all kinds of guns and sounds, and he would just turn that on really loud in the morning to wake us up. It was one of the ways my dad would wake us up.
That's actually pretty good.
You like that?
Don't do it.
No.
I have chicken instead.
So yeah, Kate got a stuffed animal chicken that if you squeeze it right, it makes a little crowing noise.
3 times.
And at first she's like, "This is how I want you to wake me up, Dad. Just squeeze the chicken and put it by me and wake me up in the morning." Now when I do that, she gets really frustrated. She's not enjoying it as much anymore. The sounds of freedom, backseat driver. Hey, there you go. Watching Jay Hood's Batman stream. Yeah, Jay Hood was doing a really cool Batman stream. It might still be going, so hopefully he's finishing that off. If you missed it, he's counting down. He and Captain Vic and another gentleman's with him. Their favorite Batman artists, 10 down to 1. They were on 3 or 2 when I was over there last. JP, yep, heavyweight cover champ of the world. Hey, one more, and I'm eligible for the Hall of Fame. So I gotta try to win in 2 weeks. I gotta try to win. So if anybody's got a book that I need for my collection that could help me win in 2 weeks, hit me up on Instagram. We'll see what we can do. Need to pick another category to kind of win in 2 weeks. So you have a book you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? What do you think?
You go first.
I'm going first. All right. Good morning, Sharon. How are you doing? She's got her show later on today, and I'm hoping that I'm not on anybody's shows, that I'll be there for that today. That's my hope. I'm going to start with the book that I'm most excited to read and finish. I'm about 60 pages in. And this is the Usagi Yojimbo tome, volume number 1 from the Dark Horse run. I've never actually read Usagi. I've seen him in other things, like in a Turtles comic here or there, but I've never read. It's not, is that an Irish coffee? It's not, it's just tea. I'm drinking my normal tea. I've never actually read Usagi before, so I'm really enjoying this. And it's funny because I was like, I'm wondering if there'll be any Turtles. The first storyline I'm reading has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in it, and it's awesome. So I'm really enjoying this storyline. Here's Leonardo, I believe. Yeah, Leo. It's black and white, and there's Leonardo talking to the samurai bunny, Usagi Yojimbo. So for those that don't know, it is a samurai kind of story about a samurai bunny in feudal Japan, and he travels around like in an old western and kind of solves problems in the world. And everybody is an animal. There's rhinos and there's cats and all these different sort of characters. So some of his friends are listed at the front. It tells you a little bit about who they are and the villains, right? And he comes across the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a couple of times. I don't know how they travel back in time.
Yeah, you opened the book and I was like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right? Because when this first started up, I know there was a lot of like crossover between, is it Cerebus, which is like the rhino? Is it Cerebus like I don't remember what animal he is, but he had his comic and Usagi had his comic and the Turtles had theirs, and there was a lot of crossover there to those kind of things. Somebody asked, what did I think about House of M? I enjoyed House of M. I thought it was a good storyline. And I liked some of the crossover elements. And then one of my favorite issues for House of M was the epilogue. There was an issue of the New Avengers with this gorgeous Scarlet Witch cover. And it was all about Hawkeye trying to hunt her down and kill her because of what she had done in House of M, sorry. And I thought it was a really powerful storyline. And that single issue I still think is just like hugely underrated. And if they ever do House of M, I'm hoping they include that ending because it's powerful. And this is a really cheap trade. This was $24. This huge thing with, I keep forgetting how many issues, 16 issues in the volume 1 and then 6 issues in volume 2. So 22 comics. You're basically paying $1 an issue for this beautiful volume, this huge hefty tome. So I'm very pumped with this. Cerebus is an anteater. There it is. Yeah. Aardvark. Oh, okay, Aardvark. Sorry. So there you go. Thank you for somebody helping me that. So I'm enjoying this. I'm going to keep reading on this. This is going to be something that entertains me in solitary confinement. And I'm probably going to end up building a little collection of the volumes for this because it's just really, really entertaining. And I'm enjoying it. Hello to Just a Rican and his comics. Rod's got his show later today, Coast to Coast Comics, so just be ready for that. But this is the best thing I'm reading right now, no question.
It's called Street Fighter Sakura, I don't know, versus Karen, I think. And It's about these two girls, and one of them, Sakura. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Sakura, she's battling in. No. There's this video game they play.
Street Fighter.
And yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And she's second place in the entire world.
Mm.
And then she beats the girl who's in first place. And then the girl comes to her. She's very rich, so she traces the signal, and she
Kirk says Sakura is my girl.
and then she's like, "Oh, I'll fight you in 3 weeks to prove that you're the best."
Oh.
And then
Hey, Batcave. Nice to see you again. Even though I've been hanging with you so much on Jig's channel, it's kind of fun to see you here.
then they have three rounds, and Sakura wins the first one, and then
the other girl.
Karen.
Okay.
I'm very tired. Karen bought the company and had the developers make some modifications.
Every time I move the camera, you slide further that way. I'm going to go this way, and you're going to come. There you go. Look, people can see you now.
And Karen comes back with the perfect round because she actually made a character that looks identical to her, and then she catches her off guard, and then they start fighting, and they're almost gonna get each other, and then it crashes
The game does?
because it's too much, and then she restarts it, and then she wins because she actually fights her. And then her dad's like, "Excuses, blah blah blah," and then she's like, "I don't care if he's your father."
See, the problem is you keep saying she's like, and it's hard to know which she
Yeah.
you're talking about. There's two girls. So you're talking about Sakura or Karen?
Well, Karen's dad got really mad at her because she
Yes.
lost.
Okay.
And then Sakura, she kind of stood up for her.
Mhm.
And then her dad comes out and she's like, "Congratulations, you passed your final trial."
Mm.
And then she won, and then they're best friends. And then Karen, she made a character that looks like Sakura.
Ooh, for the game?
Nice.
That's cool.
And then I don't know what this is.
Well, those are characters from Street Fighter. So they are playing They're playing a game, and they're picking their characters that they're gonna be. It's like a spin on what's happening, right? So it's the characters from Street Fighter. So this is a free comic book day Street Fighter comic from. Was it just this last year? Yeah, last
I
year's.
think so.
Okay. So they've got a few of those. Good morning to some other people. Kirk is reading Kanto. That's great. But hello to Chili's Pull List. Thank you for the compliment. Glad to have you in here with us. It is fun to read comics when you're on break. I know I was reading a ton of Jason Aaron Thor. So I think I've read it all. I've read Thor the Unworthy. I've read God of Thunder, which was the first series. I read all the Jane Foster stuff. I think I never finished King Thor, so I have to read that. But I think I've read the entire Jason Aaron Thor. I have to read War of the Realms probably with all the tie-ins. So the Jason Aaron Thor run, I think I've read it all. It's just excellent. And I can't recommend God of Thunder enough. That if you have missed out on the whole Gore the God Butcher storyline, he's this villainous god. Or he was not a god. This villain who thinks the gods need to be destroyed. And he finds this powerful weapon, the Necro Sword, and he uses it to travel the universe, killing gods.
And then Thor's like missing gods, right?
But Thor figures out some of the gods are missing, and then, really great stuff. So that was really, really, really good. And then, of course, I love the Jane Foster stuff, and I started King Thor, and I never finished it. I heard it was really good as well. So I'm going to have to catch up on that. I'm not reading the Donny Cates Thor. I just didn't like it as much. I prefer the Jason Aaron. I'm sorry if that bothers people. Unworthy Thor is awesome, Backseat Driver. I really enjoyed Unworthy Thor. And I have the trade for that. I'm going to try to get those issues. They're not expensive or anything. No Good Comics knows what I'm talking about.
Whoa, you made the thing go all the way up to red.
It's Spidey fan's in here? Oh, hey, Spidey fan. Good morning. Ooh. I heard a door open. It's possible that Charlie's going to make her first appearance. We missed her last week, and Pop-Pop's looking to see you this week. You want to join us here? You're hungry? Well, you got to wake up a little earlier if you want to eat beforehand. So here's my sleepy head. How you doing? I'm just waking up. I heard Donny Cates' Thor is epic. I read issue 1 and I didn't love it. I'm sorry. I was the one guy who didn't care for it. We are on an extended spring break, although technically spring break is kind of lumped in weird ways. We don't have spring break for another 2 weeks, I think. And then Kate
That was my
just
spring
had
break.
hers. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
This is my spring break.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. I will do a book from this last week. I'll do XForce issue 9.
Pop-Up says good morning to Charlie.
Pop-Up says good morning. Rob says it's about time, Charlie. We missed you.
I woke up 5 times in the night.
You woke up a bunch in the night. Why's that?
I was cold and I was warm.
Cold and then warm and then cold and warm. Yep. Sleeping on sister's floor, right? Let's see. I thought I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Comic Book Fever. Hello to you, Comic Book Fever. So this is issue 9 of X-Force. I've been enjoying this run a bunch. This is sort of the beginning of a new storyline. X-Force is the least kid-friendly comic in the X universe right now. Usually the most graphically violent or weird and disturbing. So not exactly a kid's book. This looks like to be another creepy storyline. Something is odd, though, with Domino. I'm curious to see what it's going to mean for her character going forward. I'm not going to spoil it. Don't worry, comics on the mind. I'm not spoiling it. I enjoyed this. I'm hopeful that it builds to something a little more interesting. I didn't love this. I just liked it. Yeah, I liked it. But I will say that run, the first 8, fire. Just great. Are you sleepy?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's sleepy in my house right now.
Because I didn't get good sleep last night and I didn't get good sleep tonight.
Too much screens? Oh, goodness. Everybody's sleepy. And I lost Kate's face again. She's off to the side. Non-kid friendly is pretty on brand for X-Force. That's true. Hey, I loved it when I guess I was probably a teenager when I was reading it. I loved it. I loved X-Force, the original run. Haven't read the new X-Force stuff yet. Need to do that. Yeah, it's good. The whole Dawn of X is really engaging. I've been enjoying it. Even Excalibur, which I haven't read the new issue that dropped last week, but I got to catch up on that. Do you like what they're doing with Beast? Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a background player. He's the guy in the chair, he even says in this issue. So he's kind of that role. It's been up for 6 hours already. Oh, you've been up for 6 hours. I don't think I've been up that long. No, I've not been up that long. Thank goodness. All right, Caters, what's your second book? You want to read Usagi Yojimbo? Just don't lose my spot, all right? Second book is Dear Dumb Diary, which, are these the ones that gave us from Old Wolf? No, from Life of Two YouTubers. Yes. Okay, sorry.
Arena.
So which one was this one?
It's called Never Underestimate Your Dumbness.
You shouldn't underestimate your dumbness.
And I think this one, I read it the other day, but I read so many other books, I'm sorry. But yeah, this one, her aunt is getting married to their assistant principal at their school.
Okay.
And Jamie Kelly is this girl in the front, and Isabella is her best friend, and she has like the little, the cut and the tiny. Do you understand this? That's Isabella, or
Her friend.
It's Isabella, and then this is Angeline. And Angeline, she hates Angeline because she's just so nice and pretty, and she just despises her for some reason, even though she's really nice. And so Angeline, her uncle, is the assistant principal, so What are they?
They're like
Cousins.
family in some way now. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Charlie's just spacing out with Usagi. Yep, she's just chilling.
Yes. Then there's good old Angeline.
Yep.
And in this one, they're forced to wear these clogs for the wedding. And then Isabella, she's a master. She can do crazy things. Here, she can artfully bend her glasses to look like her brothers broke them. Can use ketchup to totally simulate a cut lip. Can punch herself. Can make herself have a bruise in the middle of her own back.
That's not a really useful thing. I think that last one's a little odd.
Why? She can get her brothers in trouble for punching her.
That's useful?
For her.
All right.
She has 3 older brothers, I think.
I think somebody was asking if we were reading X-Men and Fantastic Four. I am, and I'm loving it. I think it's great. So I'm really enjoying that. Oh, good. Spidey fan. I hope you enjoy that, man. Yeah.
But, so Isabella trips. She trips over the stairs, and she's like, no, it wasn't the clogs, even though it was the clogs. And then Aunt Carol, who's getting married, she's like, you don't have to wear those shoes then. So she just tricked her, basically.
And then, so this is how she's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they had to wear these really bad bridesmaid dresses, and then she was like, can you fall again? And then she's
We're not going through the whole book, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to this part.
Oh, I didn't know what you were building towards.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And then she tries to push Isabella, but Isabella already knows. She has that sense where she's like, oh, someone's going to push me. So instead Jamie falls down the stairs.
Oh.
And she was knocked out for a minute. It's very funny.
I have read Saga. I think I'm one trade behind where they left off, Rob, but I've pretty much caught up on. I have all the trades, so I've been reading it that way, slowly but surely. I've had Saga 1 on my yearly wish list for the last 3 years or so, just trying to find the right one at the right price, because the price kind of does fluctuate a little bit, and I want a nice high grade copy, so I'm trying to find the right one. Have a move for you, John. Love that it's called The Color of Space. Something a little different. Influenced by by Lovecraft. Okay. Lovecraftian. All right. The Color, a movie called Color of Space. I'll look for that. Thank you, Mr. Robert, the G-Spot Galvin's in the chat. CFAP, hello to you as well. Good to see you this morning. Nice hanging out with you a little bit on Jig's channel. Sorry to see when I woke up this morning he was offline. Otherwise, I was ready to jump in with him again after his 31. He did 31 hours. A 31-hour live stream. It's crazy. Wild, crazy good times. How you doing? Are you enjoying it? Have you seen... Oh, look who's coming. You know what that word means? Kame? It means turtle. The Ninja Turtles are coming, Charlie. All right. Here's my third book. My third book is issue 9 of Jane Foster Valkyrie. I will say I loved issue 8 of Jane Foster Valkyrie. I thought it was one of the better ones they've done. I didn't love this one. It felt like it was a bit of a setup. There were some parts that I thought were interesting, but it was really just the villain pulling something off on Jane and Thor. So I liked it. I didn't love it. Sort of the same as XForce. The better books I read this week were indies. Obviously, the Something's Killing the Children, the new storyline, really, really cool. And that Jenny Frison cover, epic. And Alienated, issue 2, I really enjoyed that. Charlie is sleeping while she reads. Are you sleeping while you read? A little bit. 31 hours, why? I don't know. Why not? Yeah, exactly. It was something Jigs liked to do, and he was having a blast doing it, so everybody was jumping in with him. So the Marvel books, they're slow. They weren't as good this week. I've got 2 left to read. I'm trying not to rush my reading, because obviously I've got time on my hands. I've got to read Excalibur, and I've got to read Undone by Blood, the Western. So I have 2 books left to read for this week. Indy was fire this week. I think the indies were way better than the Marvel books I got. I didn't buy any DC this week. except trades. I've been buying trades, obviously. A ton of trades. If anybody else read something great this week, definitely drop that in the chat. I'm always looking for new things to read. Are you ready for your third book, Kate? You ready to share? Oh, of course. Kate's been on a roll with this. She loves
Descendants.
the Descendants series. The movies, of course, and the music, number 1 and number 2, right?
You just got the music. I'm so excited to listen to it.
I downloaded the music so we can put it on our iPod or burn a CD. I still burn CDs so they can play it in their room, that kind of stuff. What was good? Excalibur was good. All right. So tell us about it.
This one isn't the typical one with the characters. This one's like called Dizzy's New Fortune. And for those of you who don't know about Descendants, it's like all the villains have kids. Like, here's Maleficent's daughter, and here's the evil queen's daughter. She has like blue hair. She's cool. And then there's Cruella de Vil's son and Jafar's son. And this little girl named Dizzy, the one on the front cover, she is the evil stepmother's granddaughter, I think.
Okay.
But not by Cinderella. I think it's by her actual daughters. And Celia is you know the guy from Tiana, Princess and the Frog?
The Princess and the Frog, right?
The Shadow Man?
Okay, yeah, the
His daughter.
voodoo guy.
That's his daughter.
And he has she's wearing a similar hat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he also has another daughter named Freddie.
Robert Galvin says that's a good read. That his grandson is into it too. Likes the Descendants.
And then down here are all of them. This is Evie, Evil
Jay.
Queen's daughter. Jay, Jafar's son. Mal, Maleficent's daughter. And Carlos, Cruella de Vil's son. And
Evil daughter's sister's neighbor.
yeah. And Celia is not very good at reading the cards. She's like, she'll say, Carlos ran away. And then she's like, no, Carlos didn't run away. Mal did. And then she's like, yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, and then if she reads her fortune, even though it already happened and she's just reading off the paper. And then she bumps into Harry Hook and Gil. Gil is Gaston's son. He's kind of dumb, just saying. And Harry Hook is, of course, Captain Hook's son.
Hello, 1-2 Comic Talk. Hello to Hydra Collectibles. Thank you for coming by. Hydra dropped a new video on the TV show Lost, which he and I are big fans of that. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that sort of thing. Just click on his name, go over there. He's got a couple new videos. Are you hiding now, Charlie? I see just your shoulder now. She's hiding. I'm not having it. There she is. Hello again. So you recommend the comic Descendants? All right.
And the movies and the TV show's not very good. Don't watch the TV show. They're one little second clip.
What's the best movie of the three?
I like Descendants 2, I think.
Your favorite is the number 2?
Yeah, it just has a lot of good songs.
Pop-Up says, excellent review, Kate. Very enthusiastic. Open invite today on Coast to Coast Comics. If you want to come on and talk to Rod just a weekend, talk about the community, talk about what you're reading. Definitely look into talking to Just a Rican and his comics there.
I think the two best songs that I really like are Wicked and Chilling Like a Villain.
Isn't there one that's like
Queen of Mean?
The Queen of
That's
Mean.
the third
That's the third
movie,
movie,
though.
yeah. I remember you singing that one a ton.
Sorry.
All right. Fuchsia's here. Good morning, Fuchsia. And probably Soldier somewhere. Sometimes people do that. Partner up. That's really it. We didn't have a whole lot more. Charlie, did you have anything you've been reading that you want to talk about? Hiding out. She's quiet this morning. Oh, I'm supposed to be on today, Rod? Rod's already signing me up. Join me, John, and the community. Hey, Kirk will be there. Descendants 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's just a joke. I made French toast this morning, so I know Charlie's getting hungry. She wants some of that French toast. She's feeling it.
I could smell it from down the hall.
You could smell it from down the hall. Well, that's good. I used Hawaiian breads for a little sweetness. Not that you need more there. 2 videos this week. Yeah, I forgot. He's doing the initiative and he's doing an Avengers. What are they avenging? Yes, you already dropped that one. Yeah. I think you already dropped that one. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Big lion cat, meow. Back to Harry Potter. Okay, Pop. Charlie and I need to publish a couple more of those today. What do you say? Do some Harry Potter reads today? We need to get caught up. Sure, when you wake up, maybe. You want to share what you've been working on? All right, or do it that way.
I don't think it's thick enough to like actually see it.
Kate's working on a bit of a painting, a little Disney painting here. So she's been sketching that out, planning her paint work on there.
I need something to do.
Happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully you're finding ways to enjoy your quarantine. If you're looking for things, go to Backseat Driver's channel. He did a video that I was on with Kavi and with Los, and we were just going through talking about stuff you can be doing to keep yourself happy, healthy, and entertained during this quarantine time. So check it out. It was a really good stream. I thought some really good ideas came out of it. Stuff I learned about that I'd never known. Although I'm having issues with Hoopla, I'm gonna have to talk to Backseat Driver about it because I guess it's possible that my library has a maximum that it can rent out to the world, a maximum, and that it's at its peak. Like there's no extra room. So every time I try to load a book, it tells me that they're at their peak and that they can't rent any more digital books. I don't know. I've got to figure it out because every time I click, it says, nope, wait till midnight, and it refreshes. I don't know if that's midnight my time. I'm assuming it's midnight my time, but I don't know.
Just wait 2 days and then you'll have it.
So I'm still learning how Hoopla works, but it's a cool idea. I have yet to actually download anything and try it out because, yeah, technical issues, I guess, of some kind or another. As usual, a bunch of great shows going on this weekend. I'm not doing any other shows except maybe some Harry Potter streams. I'll try to keep you up to date. I was on The Hunt last night. You can watch that. It was a fun show.
Dad.
And I won with a good new Green Lantern book from Backseat Driver, so thank you, sir, for that. Get her to sketch a blank cover and have it witnessed to get slabbed and then never sell it. What did you want to say?
Do you have any apps on your iPad or phone that actually cost like money to download them?
I don't know, probably.
I mean, I know Netflix has like a subscription fee, but
Right. There are a lot of them that have costs in them like that. So we're going to head out. You guys have a nice day. Anything else? I don't think anything else is needing to go down. Yes, the tone is awesome. Love it. Yes, Backseat, we are Grail brothers many times over, like Kirk and I as well. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Good luck finding anything you're hunting for, books or toilet paper or whatever. Quarantine for us is hard. Wife is still teaching for key workers throughout the whole thing. Yeah. And my school is looking to figure out a way to kind of help those essential people like police and doctors and firefighters and ambulance drivers who need their kids to be watched and can't leave them at home. It's very complicated. So hopefully we're all finding these useful solutions. So stay safe and good luck to us all. And hopefully you have a great weekend. Bye.